Hello there, people of YouTube. My name is Ben, aka Mad King HD, and today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be building a house. So this is just pretty much a basic starter house. It's actually one of the suggestions I got on what to do a Minecraft tutorial on. So I thought, why not? Let's go for it. I do have an idea in mind. It's actually the same house, like literally the exact same house as I've actually built over in my survival world over there. Because this is obviously my survival world, but I might show you that at some point, but I've literally went about 200 blocks away from where I'm actually meant to be, which is like over in that direction somewhere. So pretty much what I'm gonna do, you can see I've got my stake and things in there, but I've actually been playing on this sort of like world for a good month now, so I want to try and like keep things going, and I was thinking about doing it as like a survival series, but then I decided no, I didn't see much point in it. So anyway, let's just get straight on with the actual build. So I'm actually not going to be time-lapsing, or sorry, I'm not going to be like cutting, stopping and starting. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to time-lapse. So pretty much what that means, if you don't know what it is when I'm building, like doing tedious work, like say I start it and I do this first 10 blocks here, and I say okay, it needs to be copied on all other 3 sides except from room for a door, then what I would do is I would actually go and I would speed up everything that I do in editing, and pretty much you would still see exactly what I'm building, but it would just be really fast when I'm actually building it. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. So oak wood is what you're going to need. So you're going to need oak wood planks, cobblestone, stone stairs, and glass. That is like the main 5 components that you will actually need. Obviously you can put in chests and things, and I will show you where you can add in things like that, and anvils. I will show you that. And there is actually an option to do with this house that I will show you later on, but for now let's get started. So you're going to need a 10 by 10 square. I actually have a 10 by 10 square right here, so this is actually 10 blocks right here, and then 10 blocks in that way. So what you're going to do is you're going to place 1 wood facing up the way in each corner. So let's see, it should be all the way out to here, if I believe so that should be here then. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yep. So you put 1 block in every single corner, so that should be in line there. And I'm actually going to quickly put in a couple of stone blocks here, and just like maybe even some stairs, just try and make it look a bit better when I'm trying to get into the house. So there we are, and let's just put like, I don't know, some cobblestone around it for just now, but I mean I can always change it later on. Let's just do that, I think, and then go up like that and just fill that in, and there we are. So you don't actually need to do this as the entrance, it's just I'm only doing this just because I want it to actually have stairs there, so I can get into the house. So where I've done this wrong. God damn it, Ben, you're so bad at this. Okay, let's do that, and do that, 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 and then replace that block there. Okay, there we are. So that here is the middle. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to take away these sand blocks just so you can see sort of the start. So here we have our 4 wood blocks. Now what you're going to do is in between all these you're going to actually fill in 8 wood planks. So the exact same wood. You can use like birch or spruce. You can literally use any. I wouldn't recommend jungle though, because I think that jungle just doesn't fit in, and acacia might not fit in either. But literally, and just leave these 2 spaces where you put the stairs for the door. I hope I've done this right. I have. Okay, so this is what you should have right now. You should have a 10 by 10 square, wood in the corners, and wood planks everywhere else. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do the floor next. Now, I don't know why I always do this, but I like to do the floor first. Jesus Christ, these flies are getting me catching me off guard. It's like one just randomly flew past my face there. I was like, oh Jesus. So anyway, put in oak wood all the way around the first 8 by 8 square, which is here. So as you can see, I've placed these blocks here. I'm just going to go around like this. all the way around. This isn't actually going to be a time-lapse bit right here, but there will be a time-lapse pretty soon. Pretty sure anyway. So that goes all the way around like this. Alright, so all the way round, and then all you're going to do is put in oak wood planks into here. Alright, so on the inside of that, put oak wood planks. Exactly like I'm doing right here, okay? That's all you want to be doing. So, like this. And then you just want to do the exact same pattern out here. I might time-lapse this, I might not. It depends on if I can be bothered or how much time it actually takes up. I don't think it'll take up that much time, so let's just roll with it. Actually, let's just roll with it. I think the main time-lapse bit is actually going to be the roof, so that's fine. All right, so here we have our floor. I think it looks quite nice. You can actually replace this bit here with cobblestone if you want. I'll just show you how that looks. So if you want to actually replace the next row, so it ends up going oak wood or logs, planks, cobble, and then logs again in the middle for the floor. I'll just show you how that looks. Just now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's how that looks. I actually like that look a bit better. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Alright, so this is exactly what I'm seeing here. So this is what your bird's eye view should be from here. So we've got the 10 by 10 square with the 2 gaps for the doors. We've got our stairs. Then we also have the floor, which then goes logs, planks, cobble, logs. Alright, so if you don't have 4 in the center, like the direct center, then you've done something wrong. Just go back and look at the video again, and I'm sure that will clarify anything that you maybe have misjudged. So next, what we're going to do is we are going to build up 3 in each corner. So 1, 2, 3, all the way over. I'm going to give myself a speed potion. There we are, just so I can move a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, let's move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so there we are. And now all you're going to do after you've actually got this up, so this is your bird's eye view again. So you got the 10 by 10 square, obviously, with the then logs just being filled up another 3. So you should have 4 high logs now in each of the corners. All we're going to do now is we're going to add in cobblestone to each of this bit here. So this is all just pretty much for pattern, because if you ever look at like what people would call noobs houses, all they have is literally one material. That's why I like to use mainly 3 or 4 materials, glass not included. So for this one, it is actually 3 materials. We've got the logs, we've got the planks, and we've got the cobblestone. We also have the glass and things. You can add in bookshelves and things on the inside, but it's not really necessary. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to fill on these 3 sides here. You're just going to be filling in like this. Oh my god, I hate this. Slash toggle downfall. Here we are. I hate the rain. You're just going to fill in the spot here, and this is going to be your windows. So this right here that you've just made, these bits here are actually going to be your windows. So since they are going to be our windows, why don't we just fill them in with glass right now? You can use glass panes if you want. It is a lot more efficient, but unfortunately I'm pretty sure that skeletons, if they actually stand like on the block and they have their bows actually looking through here, then what will happen is it actually goes, and unfortunately they can actually shoot through it. That's why I like using glass blocks more. I mean, you can use it. See, there's a skeleton right there. I'm actually going to go own his ass with my sword. There we are, the king blade. I should probably name it the King's Blade, eh? Yeah, that'd probably be better. Okay. Da accent do. King's Blade, A. A. Alright, anyway, I'm going to keep the King's Blade there, actually. So, now all we're going to do is in these 4, or these 12 spots here, we're just going to fill that in with wood. Nice and simple, just fill it in with wood. We're not trying to go over fancy here. We're just going to fill it in wood and then just connect it. So you've only got the 2 space high for the door. You could make it 1 more wide if you want, but there will be an uneven pattern, just so you could add in like a window there and there. Pretty sure you could still do it with this one. I just don't like the look of it. I just think that looks ugly. So I'm just going to go and put it back where it just was at. So just like that, there you have it. So what we're going to do now is, now this is the thing that we could pretty much alter here. What you could either put on a roof here and make it a 2-floor with like ladders going up here and here, or you could even have ladders going up in the middle, or you could keep an open plan with just a high ceiling, which I actually prefer. I used to always have it as a 2-floor just so I could have my bedroom up the top with like bookshelves and things, but I do prefer this bit here just because I feel it is a lot more, like, it's a lot more spacious if you want to talk in like house terms. But I'm pretty sure that right now what we're going to do is we are going to have a time lapse after I've just placed down some of these blocks. So all we're going to do now before the actual time lapse of the roof is we're going to place down some oak wood blocks. Now oak wood, you're just going to put one on the top of the cobblestone first of all, on the nearest cobblestone just here. So it's just going to be like this. We're not going to have like any fancy roof. We're just going to go straight up there and straight up there. I don't know if you could really pick that up, but you'll get it in eventually. So after you've done that, all you're going to do, again, 2 logs up and 2 logs up. Just keep going with that all the way up. And then all you're going to do is just put that one on the side so you can keep it going up all the way. I don't really like having like the textured wood. It is a bit annoying, I know, and it does sometimes look better. Like I would usually use that for doors, so like if I was going to do something right now, what I would do is I would do that just for a door entrance, because I think that looks a lot smarter. But for like anything anywhere else, I would not do that. I would just keep it moving up. So you can see there, that is what you should be looking at from the front. This is what you should be looking at from above. Alright, so that is what you should be having right now at this point in time. Sorry if I am going a bit fast, but I'm just wanting to try and move it along so that I don't like go over my time limit, which I'm hoping will be under which should be under 20 minutes, which we should be able to meet quite fine. So there we have it. It should be pretty much symmetrical from that side to that side, apart from like the doors and things. That should be symmetrical all the time. Left and right side should always be symmetrical no matter what. Alright, unless you've like added chests and things in. I'm like major OCD right now, wanting to go and add in chests that are like completely symmetrical, but I'm not going to do that. All you're going to do now is you're just going to fill in the glass so it looks like this. So just fill in the glass in the gaps. If you are doing this in survival, you will need quite a bit of wood. I would say at the very least, get about 3 stacks of logs. Keep 1 stack of logs and maybe even just turn one of the other stacks of logs into planks, and then you've at least got some spare for like chests and things and crafting tables and doors. But this does require quite a bit of wood, and not as much cobblestone as I would think. The only major cobblestone thing is the stone stairs, which are going to be our roof. So I would say around about, try and maybe get like 5 stacks of cobble, which shouldn't be too hard if you're going to be like strip mining in your survival world. So yeah, I think it should be fine right now. So let's just get rid of some of these leaves because it is bugging me a bit. Actually, I'm just going to destroy the tree because this is really starting to bug me. There we go. Alright, I don't like leaves overhanging my houses. But now it's going to be a cue for a time lapse. So what we're going to do is pretty much just set up the roof right here like this. So it's just going to be that all the way up both sides. It's going to be completely symmetrical. Like I said, left and right always has to be symmetrical in this house. Alright, otherwise you've just went and done something wrong. Plus it does look a lot better. If you do want to make it unsymmetrical, it doesn't look as good, but I would just keep it as this. But anyway, so yeah, let's cue the awesome music and the time lapse. Okay, here we go. So this is our house now. So you can keep it like this, or what I like to do is I like to add in an overhang. If you don't know what an overhang is, it's pretty much, it's just this all the way down. So you're just moving it like this, all the way down, just like an overhang here, like this. I'm so bad at placing. Come on. Stop this. There we are. Okay, and you can do it on the back as well. I'll do it on the back just quickly. But anyway, guys, I've actually just been shouted on there. So what's gonna happen right now is I'm just gonna cut. All right, and when I get back, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go and show you how I would set out the interior of the house if I were you guys. So, yep, I shall be right back.